Then we have the Think Tank calling card. And I don't know if it's just me, but I swear this looks just like a butt. That's the first thing I saw when I saw that. And looking at this, that to me looks like a butt. But with that, let's go ahead and we'll switch over to the version that we just paid for right here. This is nothing different about it. All we did was switch blueprints. And we are now doing 498 damage per shot. That is over 100 extra damage per shot just by having this blueprint. All right, and welcome back, guys. They just added a brand new stat changing bundle into zombies, so we're gonna go in game and review it. And this bundle is the Tracer Pack Big Brain Mastercraft bundle. We actually saw this teased before the season even came out. At the time, I thought this was a KSP, but this is definitely an LC10 looking at it. So this is how I'm going to format this video. The first thing I'm going to do is go over every single item, review it, and then we're going to hop into zombies, show you guys how these two weapons are actually stat changing in zombies, test them out, how they look, inspect them, all that good stuff, pack-a-punch them, see how well they look with pack-a-punch camos now that pack-a-punch camos affect weapons. And then after that, we're going to head into a private match and try all mastery camos on both of these, including DM Ultra, Dark Aether, Gold, Diamond, anything you could want to see. We're going to test out and see how they look on these two blueprint weapons right here. But let's start off this bundle by looking at the most important thing, and that would have to be the LC10 Neurotransmitter blueprint here. And holy crap, this looks insane. This is going to have a custom inspect when we get in game because it is a Mastercraft. Look at the magazine here. Look at the back with the liquid, even the sight, dude. That is going to be an interesting sight to use. The front, everything about this looks insane. I definitely hope this looks good with Mastercrafts. I mean, dude, it's even got a shark over here, and the shark has a cannon. Oh, that's the laser sight. The laser sight is a shark. Of course it is. And this weapon comes with electric tracer fire, lightning dismemberment effect, and comes with electric element damage in zombies, which makes sense because everything dealing with this weapon's electric, and it just kind of screams to me electric when you look at it. And then, of course, this bundle also comes with an AK skin. I have so many variants for the AK now. Like, I feel like every other bundle comes with an AK skin. I mean, look at this right here. There are 10 AK skins that I have in this game, and there are another 15 that I don't have. That is 25 total variants for the AK in the game right now. All right, but let us get back to the AK that's actually in this bundle. This is a very good looking AK. Out of all the ones I have, I feel like this is the one that I'm probably going to end up running. Not only does it come with that electric elemental damage in zombies, but that brain up top is going to look really cool when you ADS. And if that brain kind of turns DM Ultra or Dark Aether when you pack-a-punch it, that is going to be really, really cool. Next, we have the short-term memory watch, which is a functional kill counter, so it's going to track the amount of kills you have in a match. Then we have the powerful idea charm, and I really like the way you can just see through this. I don't know, I might actually end up using this at some point in time. And it does read off here, with enough juice, you might be able to turn on the powerful idea charm. I think this is probably just a description, but we'll test it out and see if anything happens when we use this charm. Next, we get the animated Morphed Mind emblem, and this is kind of gross. I don't see myself ever using this. Then we have the Think Tank calling card. And I don't know if it's just me, but I swear this looks just like a butt. That's the first thing I saw when I saw that. And looking at this, that to me looks like a butt. I know it's supposed to be a brain, but does anyone... I don't know. We're going to move on, but that doesn't look like a brain to me. Moving on to the next thing is the Brainwave vehicle skin. And this is a really cool looking jet ski skin. We're going to have to go in game and check that out. That actually might be one that I rock from now on. Then we have a Big Brain vehicle horn. Let's go ahead and listen to this. Yeah, I don't care too much for vehicle horns. It's kind of meh to me. And then last but not least, we have the Mind Blast sticker. And this is a pretty cool looking sticker. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to rock it, but still better than most of the stickers we end up getting in these bundles. And with that, that is everything in the Big Brain Mastercraft bundle. Let's go ahead and give Activision some of our money so we can actually go in game and show them off. And there we go. No going back now. Let's hop into game. And just like that, we're now loaded into game. Right off the bat, looking at this variant, this is super cool looking. Even with no camos, the chrome effect on it is really cool. And the sight's so weird. Look at the sight. You see how you can't see through it at all? Once you ADS, you can, like, clear as day, see through it. This is kind of a higher magnification than I would run, especially on an SMG. But I think I'm going to keep this sight on it just because it's cool. And then there's the electric effect. As you can see, it looks like it has dead wire. And if you shoot the zombies... But enough of that. Let's inspect this. This is a Mastercraft, so it should have a cool inspect here. Alrighty. Huh. Okay, so when you inspect the weapon, you look at it. The shark moves. You press a button on the side. Opens two panels. Rockets come out. And then proceed to go around all over the place. And one of them hits your gun. That is definitely unique. This reminds me a lot of the Rocket AK. When the game first came out, there was the Mastercraft with the Rocket AK. This gives me somewhat vibes to that because rockets, you know? Nothing much besides that. But one thing I do have to say is these electric tracers are by far my favorite I've seen in the game so far. A lot of the tracers aren't very good and you can't tell, but look at how freaking cool that is. And yeah, out of all the bundles we reviewed, I think in terms of when it comes to tracer effects, this bundle has the coolest I've seen. And I mean, it fits this weapon so perfectly. Like, it really does. You've got this electric kind of futuristic weapon shooting these electricity out of it, and it's really cool. But with that, I've got to go ahead, open the map, get Pack-a-Punch going so we can do the next part of this review. While I'm doing that, if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. We're less than 8,000 subs away from hitting 100K. That is mind-blowing to me. And on top of that, I got to give a huge thanks to everyone who's going to leave a like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. All three of those things help me and my channel out massively. And what I was talking about at the beginning of this video when I said this weapon was stat changing, if you look at the bottom left corner, you can see that we have the dead wire ammo mod. This is not actually the full dead wire ammo mod. We spawned in with this. We currently don't have pack open, so there was no way for us to apply this. And if you look at it, we're not actually activating dead wire, but I'll show you exactly what this does when we get our first Megaton to spawn in. All right, let's go ahead and Pack-a-Punch this weapon. We're not going to put any ammo mod on it. As you can see, the only option for ammo mod is dead wire, however, but we didn't apply it. We still just have the base version of the weapon with the Pack-a-Punch camo. And the Pack-a-Punch camo actually works really well on this. It doesn't cover up any of the important bits. All it really covered up was the chrome part of it. So yeah, this is a weapon that I'm pretty glad the pack camo actually covers, because you still get to see all the important stuff. You got the little buttons, the scope, the shark, all the cool stuff of this weapon still here with the Pack-a-Punch camo on it. All right, so here we go. We have split the Megaton, so we have two different ones here. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the default LC-10. This is the normal LC-10 you get for playing the game. And let's see what kind of damage we're doing to one of the Megaton bombers here. So, ooh, couldn't really tell too well. So yeah, if we're just shooting the bomber, we are doing 332 damage to that bomber here. Yeah, 332. All right. Oh, and we went down. Nice. But with that, let's go ahead and we'll switch over to the version that we just paid for right here. This is nothing different about it. All we did was switch blueprints. And we are now doing 498 damage per shot. That is over 100 extra damage per shot just by having this blueprint when going against Megaton bombers. That's because this blueprint spawns you in with pseudo dead wire. So you don't actually have the dead wire effect, but any enemies that are weak to dead wire, you're going to be doing extra damage to. So the Megatons right here, using this variant without putting dead wire on it, you'll be doing additional damage like you had dead wire. However, it's not too crazy because all you have to do is slap dead wire, and now both versions of these LC-10s would be doing the same damage. Once you put the full version of the dead wire ammo mod on your weapon, there is no difference between the variant version and this version. So once you applied the ammo mod, there is zero difference. The only difference you get is prior applying any ammo mod to it. Variants like these are very good on Outbreak because in the middle of the game, depending on what enemy you're going against, you can switch your variant just by going to apply blueprint. And this is going to allow you to switch to a variant that's got an ammo mod better suited for the boss you're facing in Outbreak. In round-based modes, I don't find it too useful because, you know, I'll just run Dead Wire, I'll run Cryo Freeze for the entire thing. But let's say you're going against a Panzer, you want to put Shatter Blast on, or, you know, a Megaton, and you want to have, you know, Dead Wire. Stuff like that I find pretty useful in Outbreak. All right, now we are in game with the brand new AK, and when you ADS, there's actually an animation around the brain. That is super cool, and I didn't expect that with, you know, the non-main weapon in this bundle. Obviously, the main weapon gets a lot of love, but yeah, this has like an animation around the brain, and I think that is really cool, and it's super noticeable when you ADS. I wonder if anything happens when we put camos on it. Obviously, there's no inspect for this weapon. It's just the normal one because it's not a Mastercraft. But look at that charm. That's the big brain charm on there. And it already looks like it's lighting up. It looks like it's kind of glowing in there. And I didn't expect that from the charm either. I'm really glad we put this on here because that is a cool looking charm. And this weapon works just like the LC-10. It has the same tracers on it, the same little bit of dead wire, all that good stuff. Gonna go open the map, turn on Pack-a-Punch, and we'll see what this looks like with some Pack-a-Punch on it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead, Pack-a-Punch the AK, see what it looks like with this camo on. Yeah, it looks a little off with the brain. It doesn't match too well with the Pack-a-Punch camo. I think this is definitely going to look better with DM Ultra or Dark Aether. Just the weird line where it goes from Pack-a-Punch to brain. Yeah, little off-putting. We also do have the brand new watch equipped here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, hold on. It should accurately read the amount of kills we have in this match. If we go up, yep, there's 71 kills. Or, you know, instead of buying this watch, you can just press tab and see the 71 right there. I don't know. The kill counter watches in zombies are kind of weird to me because you could always just, you know, look at it right there. But yeah, let's take these bad boys into multiplayer and see what they look like with mastery camos. Oh yeah, and one more thing before we switch. I have been using the big brain charm this entire game and nothing's changed as we've gotten kills or done anything. So it just lights up like that and that's what it does, which is still cool. All right, now moving into the mastery camos, this is gold on the AK skin, and it doesn't look that bad. I think this looks better than the Pack-a-Punch camo. Those little studs at the top near the brain really look good with the gold camo. And then here's the LC10 with it, and I don't know, it's okay. I mean, it looks clean with the little buttons and stuff, but I'm hoping the mastery camos look a little bit better than this. The inspect is still fire as always. A quick side note before we continue, the AK looks super cool in dark areas when you ADS. Kind of that brain membrane little electricity effect. Really freaking cool in this weapon. And now for the diamond camo on the AK, pretty cool. For some reason, I think I actually prefer the gold over the diamond on the AK. I don't know why, but the gold just felt a little bit more clean to me. And then here's the diamond on the LC10. Very little diamond rivets, but yeah, let's hopefully mastery camos look a little bit better than that. And now moving into DM Ultra, the final multiplayer camo. This is DM Ultra on the AK, and that works so well together. That is definitely, in my opinion, the best way to run this so far. But moving on to the LC10, this is LC10 with DM Ultra, and that's beautiful. I think the way the buttons look with the DM Ultra just blend so well. And here's the inspect with DM Ultra. Let's see the full inspect while using the DM Ultra. I just think the buttons look clean on this, and so far, DM Ultra is my favorite on both the weapons. And now moving on to the zombies camo, first we have the Golden Viper camo here. Yeah, not too good on the AK, and for the LC10, yeah, I'm gonna pass. It's Golden Viper. And now moving on to the Plague Diamond camo, it actually looks really good with this AK here. This to me is one of the best examples of Plague Diamond looking good. This looks so much better than the Diamond camo just because the pink really matches the brain up top there. And now for the LC10, yeah, not a big fan of the Plague Diamond on the LC10. And last but certainly not least is the Dark Aether camo. Actually really good on the AK. I think I prefer this over the DM Ultra for the AK. It really works super well with the brain, and I think any kind of purple / darkish camo is really the best thing you want to be rocking on this brain AK. Now moving over to the LC10, and I don't think this looks quite as good as DM Ultra. I think the rough edges with Dark Aether doesn't really do the buttons and all the little stuff on this gun quite justice. So for the AK, I'm going to recommend the Dark Aether camo, and then for the LC10, I'm going to recommend DM Ultra. But with that, guys, that is going to be all for this review. There was a lot to check out in this bundle. All these different camos, this ridiculous inspect element. Honestly, one of the better ones we've seen in a while. Really glad I got this bundle. And with that, guys, I'm going to ask you, do you plan on getting this bundle, and what was your favorite blueprint / camo combination in the entire video? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I would like to take the last moment here to thank everyone who's became a YouTube sub or a Twitch subscriber, and an extra special thanks to everyone who's taken above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified, the man himself, Hunter Ronaldo, the man with the most stable PS5 ever, DX2069, and the legend himself, Xanato. All of these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, true homies.